Caught Stealing. This is one of my most anticipated movies of the year. Did it live up to my expectations? Let's talk about it.
You know not to mess with us, yes?
What did you get me into?
They're scary monsters, and you're their fall guy.
That's not happening. Buckle your seatbelt.
So this is a new movie by Aronofsky, and he is not known for lighthearted movies. If you know his filmography, it's pretty heavy. He doesn't really pull his punches. They're very visceral films that really stick with you and make an impact. Now, Caught Stealing may be his lightest film. This is a crime thriller comedy starring Austin Butler. Austin Butler plays a former baseball player who had his career cut short due to an injury that he sustained. He becomes a bartender in New York City in the 90s, and that's where our story starts. Pretty quickly in this film, we meet Zoe Kravitz, who's the girl that he is interested in, and their chemistry and everything is great. It kind of shows how Austin Butler is a guy who really hasn't dealt with his trauma, things that have happened in his past that really affected him. And Zoe Kravitz is the girl that cares about him and wants him to deal with his stuff and get better. Pretty soon after that, we meet Austin Butler's friend, played by Matt Smith. He is an English guy, a very punk 90s. He's got a super cool mohawk in it. And this guy is up to no good. You can kind of just tell from the get-go, he's into some shady stuff. And in turn, this ends up affecting Austin Butler. Matt Smith's character is going to be going out of town back to England for his dad's funeral, and he ends up leaving his cat with Austin Butler and Zoe Kravitz. And I gotta tell you, you end up just really loving and caring about this cat. It's like one of the main characters in the movie, I would say. These shady crime organizations that are looking for Matt Smith's character end up running into Austin Butler first. So they're like, hey, we need to talk to this guy. Where's he at? And they end up really taking it out on Austin Butler's character. So he unknowingly just gets thrown into this whole chaotic mess that Matt Smith's character has brought about on himself. Austin Butler's trying to do the right thing, but he can't keep up with all of this stuff falling on him and all of these scenarios just kind of crumbling around him, and he's just trying to survive. You know, like I said, this is a comedy as well. There's a lot of funny parts in this. This is also a thriller, and Aronofsky knows how to craft that. He gives a very simple premise, but he makes it so rich with storytelling and character development, and you just kind of care about Austin Butler's character because of like what he's going through and what he's gone through in the past. And the action sequences and the cinematography are just very visceral and memorable. And it's 90s New York. So it's just kind of just such an interesting, cool setting as well. One thing I really loved about this movie is it's so unpredictable. No matter where you think the story's going to go, you just don't know. And there's so many moments that were just like, whoa, wow, okay, I did not see that coming at all. Twists and turns along the way that just kept it really, really fresh and kept you engaged the whole time. And honestly, I was like on the edge of my seat pretty much the whole time. Another thing I loved about it is this is just such a well-rounded film. There's things that are given to you, pieces of the puzzle in the beginning, and you want to see payoff. You want to see, okay, you know, this is all happening. I want to make sure this all comes to fruition and is well-rounded. And it is absolutely that. You get the payoff at the end. And it's just a full circle moment, specifically for Austin Butler's character. And I just thought it was so well crafted, the way that they wrote this movie, the sequences, all of it. I was fortunate enough to see an advanced screening of this film, and the theater was full. It was packed. And it was just such a fun audience experience because everybody had their own reaction to like certain parts of the movie. And it just made it so even more engaging. You know, everybody's like oohing and eyeing and cringy and like just gasping. And, you know, so it was just really fun. Now, like I said before, Aronofsky is not necessarily known for making lighthearted films. And this is definitely in no means, you know, a deep dive like The Whale that he just came out with Brendan Fraser. In no way is it that. But this is kind of Darren Aronofsky's Guy Ritchie interpretation. And it just really works. Like the way he did it, what he was wanting to do, it all comes together really well. Even though this is one of Darren Aronofsky's lighter films, there is some violence in this that was super visceral. He didn't pull any punches. It just it's cringy, and you're just like kind of like squirming in your seat because it does get just very realistic. Our entire cast here, top to bottom, just does a great job. There was nobody in it that I was like, oh man, like they really didn't do a good job. No, I mean, everybody, big to small characters, just were fantastic. To me, this movie just had everything I was looking for. It had heart, it had people you care about, it had laughs, it had action, it had thrills, and it was just such a fun ride. Not to mention the soundtrack for this movie is awesome. There's a lot of just 90s grunge rock. Honestly, I don't really have any complaints about this film. The pacing I thought was perfect. The runtime, it's not too long, it's not too short. I thought it was just right in the right spot there. This is a dang near perfect film. And I mean, if you're looking for a crime thriller that's funny and is kind of heartfelt as well, definitely check this one out. I just had a great time with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I wanted to get this review out as soon as I possibly could. The movie actually comes out this Thursday, so definitely check that out. Have you seen Caught Stealing? Are you planning on watching it? Let me know down in the comments. Please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And look forward to more reviews very soon. See you later.